to take my tech game to another level. I'm like OnePlus, cause I never wanna settle. I'm not choosy, it don't move me if it come with bezel.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to the channel. And this phone right here is the Space Black Cubot X70. Now this is probably one of the best phones I've used in this price point. I actually picked mine up for around $179, but this thing is actually on sale on AliExpress for $149. That's actually where I got mine, but on Amazon it's $300. So I would actually leave both links depending on what you want to do. I'd actually recommend getting it from AliExpress right now because that's like a really dope price right now, $149 for this device, because this device is actually like a budget king. This is a budget king when it comes to what it's going to offer you. It's got Android 13. It's also got 12 gigabytes of RAM with an additional 12, which is going to give you 24 gigabytes of RAM. You're also going to get a ProRes camera at 100 megapixels on here, 32 megapixel on the front, and you're also going to get a 5 megapixel macro lens on the back of here. So you get 3 camera sensors. The color on the back is actually solid because when you shift it in the light, it looks like a flashlight is looking into space. I don't know if you could see that, but when you shift it, it's like a strobe light is going across the phone or something, which is really sick. I've never seen that before. The more you twist it, the more it reveals that space black color, which is kind of crazy. So it feels really solid. It looks really solid, and it has a really nice weight to it also. So this phone is actually, I really love using this phone. You can see that strobe light on the back. That design is fire. So it's got the Cubot logo right there, and you can see depending on what way you shift it, it's gonna kind of hide the back appearance with the strobe light on there. So the cameras are here. You get your 100 megapixel with your 5 megapixel for your macro, and then you also get a portrait camera on that thing. So you know, solid camera setup as well, solid build quality. It's got like this all glass material on the back of it, which is really it feels really nice to the touch, and it doesn't really gather fingerprints either. So that's another thing that I really think is dope about this device. It's also got 120 hertz refresh rate, and you can actually change the refresh rate from 60, 90, or 120 inside of the display settings, which is kind of really cool because you can switch between either one of those three. And so this thing is going to pack NFC on board as well. So you're going to get NFC. You're also going to get hotspot. So you're going to be able to do mobile payments on here, screencast. You also do get your calculator. It does give you a few other options to play around with, but it's running on Android 13, which is cool. And like I said, this device is going to be really good for the money. I really think you would enjoy getting it and picking it up as a budget device. It's got this really futuristic design. The fingerprint is really fast. You also do get facial unlock. So let me show you the speed on that. And I'm trying to look at it in a different angle so I can unlock it. I got glasses on at the moment, so let me take these off. And I'm not even sure if I set up the facial unlock on here. Let me go into settings real quick. All right, so I'm in settings right now, and it looks like I only have my fingerprint sensor, which is straight, because I don't really use, you know, it's not gonna give you face unlock. I thought it did have it on here, but there's no option there. This thing gets updates on pretty frequently. So this is an OTA update right now that it's getting, which is kind of cool because Cubot doesn't really have a reputation for, you know, updating their phones, but you can see right now I am getting that update. So if I go into security right now, I'm going to show you actually at let me see if I can show you guys what software I'm running on. I'm going to go to About Phone, and then when I go to About Phone, you can see the 12 gigabytes of RAM with the extra 12 of ROM virtual, and then you see we have Android 13 running on this device as well. So it's really solid, and the fact that it's going to get an update is really nice. You also do get Dura speed on this. You also have some other options around this device, which is definitely going to make it very convenient. So you can mess around with notifications. It's got some good lift to wake, which is going to help you out with unlocking the device like this. And you know, I kind of wish it did have face unlock, but if I type unlock right here, nothing comes up. So if I type unlock or face, you know what I mean, all it comes up is this face match from Google Assistant. So no facial recognition. Kind of wish it did have facial recognition, but I could live without that. Definitely can live without facial recognition for what it's gonna offer you. And so like I said, it's gonna be really zippy. Definitely a really beautiful panel on this guy. So if I go into social media, it's gonna be really nice to mess around with when I'm scrolling through social media, because of that 120 hertz refresh rate makes it extremely responsive. Whatever you're doing on this thing is just very responsive. So it's gonna give you really good scrolling speeds. And like I said, you can change it from 60 to 90 or 120, which is definitely going to be pretty solid. You get your widgets and your wallpapers and your settings right here, so you can mess around with the grid 4x6 themed icons. If I click here, you get your widgets as well on here. Everything seems to run really good. The camera has that 100 megapixel mode. So when it comes to taking shots, you can get really good detail when you use it. So let me just take a shot right now with that 100 megapixel. A little bit of shutter lag, nothing too crazy. You got your video mode on the back of here. Let me show you what that looks like when I'm recording. So I'm actually holding it in my hand. Let's keep it nice and steady and do like a little rotation, just to give you an idea what the video looks like. So that's what the video looks like on the rear. If I flip it around front, this is what the camera will look like. And I'm just gonna do a quick video right now. So this is what it would actually look like on the front facing 32 megapixel camera. So it's got some really good modes on here. It's got the night mode for nighttime photography. You can get up to 10 times zoom when you zoom in on it, when the camera. So the camera seems very responsive. Not only that, you get your portrait, your pro mode, your bokeh. You also get your QR scanner, your GIF maker, and you also do get the bokeh mode as well. So just a variety of features when it comes to this phone. And let's jump into the HDR plus content. Let's see if it can actually play some HDR content on here, but let's just click the first one that comes to sight. And so this is like let me show you the speakers. This is single firing speaker, so it's not going to get too loud, but it does sound extremely clear. You have your Type-C port right here. If I cover this up, there's no sound coming out of that. So the sound is just coming out of this side. This is my microphone, and then I have nothing up top, but it has this nice aerodynamic shape to it. Let's pause the video, or let's lower the volume on there. But on this side, you're gonna have your expansion up to 1 terabyte, and then you have your fingerprint right here with your volume rocker right there. So if I go into the settings, and look how beautiful that looks. That's crazy. So I'm in a HDR video, so it gives you up to 1460 when it comes to the resolution. It doesn't give you HDR content, but you can watch really good quality videos on here. So the phone just reset because it was doing the update. So let me pause the video and I'll show you what software I'm running on. All right, so the update is finishing up. You can see right here that the phone is actually reset, and now it's actually updating. Here's the NFC right here on this device. So the sound quality is going to be pretty good. You also get a 5200 milliamp hour battery, which is built to last you more than a day. So you're going to get some really good battery life on this device. I did download this app, which helps me monitor my battery, because when I go into settings and I go into battery, what happens is there's no battery activity. You can't monitor your battery activity, so you have to download a separate app for that, which I I'm not too, I don't mind, it's not a deal breaker or anything like that. So you have your game mode on this device as well, which is kind of crazy. Let's click OK, and look at this. You have your game mode, which is going to launch all your games. So let's jump into PUBG Mobile real quick. So the game launcher actually blocks notifications and calls and cleans memory if you want. So you can clean up your memory. You can actually show all your games on this device, and then it has this option where you can see your games in this different view. But you have your game mode, which is really cool because you can launch all your games, and you can play e-soccer, you could play PUBG, you could play Fortnite, you could play Genshin Impact on here, but I'm gonna play a little bit of PUBG real quick. As far as the settings, you get your smooth, and it can go all the way up to ultra, which is dope. So let's go ahead and mess around with the gaming, put it at full volume. And yeah, the G99 is actually a gaming chip, so the smooth refresh rate is on here. I don't know how he got that kill, because it was like he's cheating or something, but that was crazy. Yeah, this is ultra smooth graphics, like super clean, no hiccups, no stutters. Especially with the 12 gigabytes of RAM, it's gonna be solid. The team that I'm going up against seems like they got a very good squad. Like, I don't know what's going on right now, but let me see if I could get for like a kill or whatever. See, like, that was crazy. Like, these dudes are very strategic. Got him. That was crazy. Okay, so yeah, like you see right here, the graphics are dope. The camera's good, the display is really good. It's got really good cameras, really good battery. And so for the price, like I mentioned, this is gonna be crazy because you get the 8 gigabytes, you get the 12 gigabytes of RAM on here. You can see right there. And I'm having a hard time closing this for some reason. Let me see, how do you exit? It says press exit, boom. So yeah, this phone is solid. It has everything that you basically need, all the bells and whistles, good design, good experience when it comes to the overall OS. I even got a software update, which I'm going to show you right now. When I go into system and I go into system software updates, it's actually on September 5th, 2023, which is pretty decent. Let's check for another update though, because you never know, we might get another one on here when we go into about phone. You can see right here, just a really solid device. I really like using it. I think it's going to be a really good pickup if you're looking for a high-end budget phone. So this is a budget king right here. Let me know what you guys think about the Cubot X70 and leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back with you. And if you're still here, just type I'm still here so I know you're still kicking it with me and rocking with me, and I'll check you guys later. But in the meantime, have a great morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. I appreciate every last one of you. I'll check you guys later. Peace.
I'm not trying to get it scratched, so I bought a case. I got extra memory and then storage space. If it gets security, then it's sorta safe. Just to unlock it, all I gotta do is show my face. Downloaded new wallpapers so it coordinates. My phone is fast, yours moving at a tortoise pace. It got gorgeous traits and the latest tricks. It takes the greatest pics and it's sturdy like the weight of bricks. Yeah.